Hard time to making the grade. WDRB's Stefan Johnson tells us about a new program giving prison inmates a second chance.
When someone's serving time in prison, the release date is important, but that's just the beginning of a long journey. That's why Simmons College of Kentucky is using federal grant money to create a pipeline from prison to college. Historic Simmons College of Kentucky is preparing for another expansion, but this time it's not a new building or campus.
Simmons is going behind the prison bars, so students who are currently incarcerated have an opportunity to be immersed into college coursework.
Dr. Javon Reed is Vice President of Academic Affairs and says a federal Pell Grant will help fund a second chance program.
The goal is to start at 2 facilities this spring semester, North Point and perhaps Luther Lucas.
The grant provides $1.3 million a year to cover the cost of educating inmates.
We're hoping to service more than 125 students in our first pilot.
This whole problem of mass incarceration has been devastating to the black community. It is, in the words of Michelle Alexander, the new Jim Crow.
Dr. Kevin Cosby is Simmons' president and says the Second Chance program addresses mass incarceration, crime, systemic racism, and the recidivism rate.
So I think that having a degree is critical because while racism may slow you down, not having an education will knock you out.
It's not opinion that education and other kinds of programs behind bars do good things for people and for communities. It's fact.
Dr. Boz Dreisinger is a professor at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice in New York.
It's definitely in the hundreds of students that I've worked with in the context of college in prison and college upon coming home from prison.
In August, Dr. Dreisinger was in town as the keynote speaker for Louisville Coalition for Change. She says creating a prison to college pipeline benefits the entire community.
It is common sense that if you offer people access to education, to jobs, to housing, to community inclusion, to trauma-informed care, that they're going to do better in the world.
The program will start with 2 facilities and eventually be available statewide. With photographer Chad Kentlener, I'm Stefan Johnson, WDRB News.